guys, what's up? It's Bailey back with another daily video, and I know it's been a long time since I've been back on camera and back on YouTube, but to be honest, my life has been so crazy. And today I just kind of wanted to jump back on and finish my ColourPop series, but I have so many videos planned coming up, so stay tuned for those. So without further ado, let's just kind of jump right into the makeup tutorial. Okay, so I don't know which one I'm gonna go in with. I know I've done the main squeeze and the strawberry shake. It's My Pleasure. This was the second, I guess third highest rated palette that everybody wanted me to work with, which is purples. So I'm really interested to see what this guy's gonna look like. If you're new to my channel and you don't know, when I do these videos, I usually only use colors that are in this palette because I do not want to dip into another palette. I know when I watch beauty videos, I kind of hate when people do that because then I don't have that palette when the tutorial was on this palette. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna do my brows really quick. I'm gonna do them off camera, and then we can jump right in to the eyeshadow. Alright guys, so I'm back. I went ahead and filled in my brows, and if you like the way that my brows look, I do have a brow video up on my channel, so go ahead and check that one out. If you don't like them, that's okay too. Let's go ahead and dive right into the purple palette. I'm really excited. I'm just grabbing my brushes. I don't know which brush to use. I don't even know what kind of look I'm going for. I think I'm gonna go in with the P. Louise base in number 2. I like number 2. It's very creamy. It's close to my skin color. Blends out very nicely. So I'm just gonna use this tiny little Jaclyn Hill brush, JH42. You guys know the drill. And I'm gonna put it on like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and just slap that with a little brush right on my eye, just to get it ready for the purple. I really don't do purple eyeshadow, which is funny because I have green eyes, and I know people are probably like, you should do more purple because it looks good on green eyes, but I don't. Alright, so after that one's blended in, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other one. Alright, so now that we're all prepped and ready, beautiful, I'm gonna go ahead and take these little patches that I got from Amazon that all the little, little gurus wear. I'm going to line it up with like my brow in my outer corner, and it just makes really nice eyeshadow. It is uncomfortable and it makes me like my contacts go haywire, but you can adjust the bottom. Just make sure this is nice and crisp. Also, yes, I'm missing my nail on my thumb, okay? Don't judge me. It's extremely uncomfortable, but you know what? We're gonna go for it. Okay, so the first color I'm gonna use, I think, is just gonna be a little base color. I'm gonna go in with this fluffy brush from Vicinity. It's the concealer buffer, but I use it for like regular powder over my eyes, just whatever over it. I use a translucent powder for this. I'm gonna use the Wonder Glow powder from Glossier, and I'm just gonna go and set the P. Louise. I recommend if you're working with color to do this. I just found that my eyeshadow comes out with the best results once I kind of set the P. Louise powder. Okay, so I'm gonna try and use as many colors in this palette as I can, but I do not want my look to be like a cut crease huge. I do want it to be wearable and kind of away from the standard, oh, this is another cut crease type of look. So I'm gonna go ahead, and the first color I'm gonna go in with is Kitten Fish, which is this little beautiful guy right here. And on the brush, I'm taking a Jaclyn Hill JH37, and I'm going to start kind of like all over the base, but I'm gonna go all over the lid and in the crease. Now, this is a beautiful, almost very soft lavender shade. You could use this all over and just do like a basic smoky purple, but I really want to build the intensity so that way we can put a shimmer on the lid. That's kind of like my plan right now. Gorgeous. Okay, so now with the same brush, I'm going to go ahead and take the color Fan Fiction. It's that guy right here. Can you see? I'm sorry. I actually am blind. I have no viewfinder, and it kind of scares me because this whole video could be totally messed up and I would have no idea. I'm gonna go ahead and focus this on the outer corner and kind of bring it in the crease. So if this whole video is out of whack, I apologize. I'm gonna get a little viewfinder soon, but I don't want any excuses for these videos to not go up. Okay, this is turning out very gorgeous because this is almost like a pink fuchsia shade, and I really like the way that it's blending up and out. Okay, so the next color I'm gonna take, I'm actually gonna use the same brush. I know I shouldn't, but it's coming out very airbrushed. I really like this brush. I'm gonna go in with the shade Sleeper, and I'm gonna focus this on that crease. Like if I look at you and there's a crease in my eye, I'm gonna focus that dark color right in that crease, just in the crease, back and forth in the crease. Gorgeous. You can see the color and the intensity it added to the fading up. It really is one of those shades that are going to be like pow, like wouldn't be the one that's like, oh my gosh, your eyeshadow's so pretty, and you don't really notice that there's a dark cranberry in the middle of my eye. I'm gonna go in with the shade Earth Shine because it's really calling me. This is a really pretty shade right here in the middle. First, I'm gonna take my finger. I'm gonna take it on my finger like that, and I'm going to put it all over my lid. Okay, and then going back in with that same brush that we've been using, I'm just gonna blend those edges on that. And to be honest with you, I think I'm done with that eye. How simple was that? So simple. I love it. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do next eye off camera, and then I'll show you my foundation and just kind of how I'm gonna complement the purple eye. Okay guys, so I'm back. I did add just a black liner for the purpose of when I put on lashes, you won't really be able to see the band. Lash video coming soon. I'm not the best at applying lashes, but I definitely will teach you guys some tricks that kind of helped me. Moving on, we're gonna go to primer. The primer that I'm gonna be using today is actually not a primer at all. I'm gonna use Do You by Too Faced. It's the Luminous Face Primer. This guy right here, I really do love it. It's almost like this shimmer. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm just gonna blot it on my face, kind of like where highlight would go, where I would want the dewiness. The foundation that I'm gonna use is gonna be Pat McGrath. I am in the shade Light Medium 9. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this brush from It Cosmetics. It's their little star brush. It's seen better days. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pump just a little bit on. I'm gonna go ahead and start on the outer cheek area. So this is the side with it. This is the side without it. You can tell it's very skin-like. And that's it over the blemish. Doesn't do too much, doesn't like take it away, but at the same time, like it's making it lesser of an appearance. And I find that blemishes usually are things that only we can see. You know, if I'm wearing purple eyeshadow, someone's not gonna be like, you have a pimple. The attention's really just not drawn to your blemishes, it's drawn to your craftsmanship. So the next thing that I'm gonna use is the Jaclyn Hill JH08, the little concealer brush guy. I've just been gravitating back towards Shape Tape. You know, I'm in the color Light Neutral. I don't know, the tape shape just kind of came back on me. I pulled it out once and it lasted all day in a theme park without separating or anything like that, and I really appreciated it. So usually my next step is bronzer, and I do use the Jaclyn Hill JH02. These are just kind of staple brushes. Something that I found myself doing is taking this little Kat Von D brush. This is the Shade and Light brush that came back like way back. I need to throw this brush away because it was in like 2011. But I take the Glow Wonder Powder, and I just kind of, before I do anything, I just kind of dust it over the concealer parts of my face, because I find that before I bake it, it's already been set. So the baking is just almost adding a natural light layer rather than making my under eyes look dry and dusty. Like, nobody really wants that. For bronzer, I've been mixing two very interesting bronzers. I've been using the Too Faced Chocolate Bronzer. I'll just swirl my brush in with that and just start on my forehead and then kind of go down the temples. I always tell people do a bronzer in an E shape. Boop, boop, like a little 3 or an E, whichever side you're on. And that's helped a lot of people visualize bronzer, because bronzer can be scary. It's dark, but you know, don't fear. Just gonna hit the nose. Something that I've also noticed that I really like mixing the Too Faced with is the Gigi Gorgeous. This is the Stick and Sculpt Bronzer Duo Turnt and Extra. Really love this bronzer duo. I just kind of go from the dark to the light and go down. And I try to start at the top and almost like blending those two bronzer colors together. The next thing that I'm gonna do is bake. And I've been trying to stay away from this, but I don't know, I just kind of like the way that it looks. I'm going to be using the Dermablend Original Powder. It'll say translucent when you buy it, but when you get it on the packaging, on the top it says Original. Really confusing, but whatever. I'm not going to go all the way down and do the full bake, because I find when I do the full bake, it almost looks a little dry and ashy. Don't be afraid of white powder. White powder doesn't make your face white. It only makes it white if you forget to wipe it away, or you leave it on there for way too long, or it has a lot of SPF in it. So now we're gonna bake under the eyes. I'm just kind of pressing more powder into them to kind of lighten that color underneath. Now I'm gonna go in with a mascara. The mascara that I'm gonna be using that I actually really like so far. Listen, On the Rise Volume Mascara by NYX. It hurts so bad when you apply it. The brush is so plasticky and straight, but it snatches those lashes up there. Like, let me see if I can move close to you. Okay, after that, I'm gonna apply lashes. Like I said, I'm gonna do a lash video, but after the lashes, I'm gonna come back. Okay, so hopefully I'm still in frame because I like fluffed up my little puff chair, but my lashes are on. They are gonna be a little bit white for right now because I'm just kind of letting the glue dry before I go back in with a liner. I'm gonna go back in with the Kat Von D brush. But after I dust away all of the powder, I do go in with a setting spray. And the setting spray that I've been loving is the Photo Finish Weightless Spray by Smashbox. So right after this step, I do go back in with a blush. Now, the blush I'm gonna be using today is gonna be a purple toned blush, just because I feel like people are usually scared of these blushes and you can really do something nice with them. So I'm gonna first go in with this blush right here. It's called Icon. It's right here. And I'm gonna start up near the top of the cheekbone and go down. You can see it's very soft. You always want to start with a neutral before you go with like a very pigmented dark blush. I'm gonna hit the nose with the little Icon blush, the chin, and the top of the forehead. This just kind of ties everything together. Then I'm gonna go in with Iconic, which is this one over here. It's the dark purple one. And I'm just going to lightly, like, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm lightly touching and just adding that berry color to the cheeks. After the blush, I usually do highlight, but I kind of forgot I'm doing underneath my eyes. I'm gonna take this brush. This is the flat angled brush. It's the Jaclyn Hill JH43, super flat. I think for this look, I'm gonna go in with Fan Fiction, and I'm gonna take it and focus it real nice and close near the lash line. And with that color, I kind of went all the way through, and then I'm gonna get a small blending brush and kind of blend it out. This part is just so hard to do in front of a camera. So after I did both underneath, I'm gonna take this baby bitty brush. It's the Jaclyn Hill JH38, and I'm gonna go back in with Kitten Fish. Now I'm gonna go back in with the JH43 brush, and I'm gonna go in with Sleeper, which is that really deep purple on the corner of this palette, and I'm going to focus it halfway. Now going back in underneath the eyes, I'm just gonna use a black liner. I wish I had like a smoky purple liner. I do have a metallic purple liner, but it just doesn't work. It's from Ipsy and it sucks. I'm gonna be taking this black liner from NYX, and I am gonna be doing this in the mirror, so I apologize for that. This is the Retractable Eyeliner Professional Makeup Crayon in the shade Black, or MPEO2, if you really need to know. Now we're gonna go in with highlight. My favorite combo that I've been using highlight is the Artist Couture and the Jaclyn Hill loose highlighter. This is in Summer Haze and this is in the color Amped. I thought I wouldn't like it. It was sold out. This was the only one left. People really didn't buy it and I was like, oh, because it's a peachy highlight. However, it looks really good on my skin complexion. I mean, I wasn't expecting her to fail me either. So first I'm gonna go in with the Jaclyn Hill Amped. I'm gonna hit that right here.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, thank you, Jesus. This is the Jaclyn Hill J02 brush, and now I'm gonna go in with the Artist Couture Summer Haze. This is actually not a color you can get. I'm so sorry this came in a boxy charm, but any of their powders are gorgeous. But you see what it does? That powder just looks wet. I love that because it just looks healthy. It looks glowy, looks dewy, and it doesn't look like cake-up makeup. And last but not least, we're gonna do some lipstick. I actually don't know which lipstick to use. I do have a lot of new ones. Don't want to do anything dark, but I don't want to do anything nude because I just kind of feel like that's cliche. It's also cliche to wear purple eye makeup and purple lips. I'm gonna go in with this color actually. This looks really nice. This is the NYX Retractable Lip Crayon in the shade Sand Beige, and the numbers for that are MPL08. So this is the little retractable lip crayon. That's what it looks like. And I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips with this mirror because there's no way I'm doing it on that camera. Okay, I just realized that's so dark, so I'm gonna go in with the Kim Kardashian lipstick, a nude one, and kind of tone it out. Professional. Oh yeah, she's nude. 90s style is really nude. I am not loving that lip. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take some chapstick, and then I'm gonna take Spiced by Anastasia. I really like that actually. That's really pretty. That's the nude I was looking for. Oh. Sometimes you never know the type of lip you're gonna go for until it's like actually on. Okay, so I think I'm actually gonna take this KKW gloss. This is the gloss in the shade Rose Gold. This is the finished look. Let me go ahead and change so you guys can see what it looks like when I'm not, you know, dressed like a little grandma, and I'll be right back. My hair hates me today. Good Lord. Well, you guys, this is the complete look. I really like it. It's something soft. People are usually scared of purple. They say that it's not wearable or they look like they're punched in the face. But if you do have green eyes, even brown eyes, whatever color eyes you have, purple is a really good color that complements them. I'm going to explain this palette a little more like my last videos. This is a $12 palette from ColourPop. I'm not sure if they still have it or not. They should because their collections like this are really popular. But if you look at it, the palette's not all that flashy. It doesn't have anything metallic in it, but it does create a really pretty purple look. That's it for this video, you guys. I hope you liked it. There's more ColourPop videos coming soon. I have like an orange theme, all that kind of stuff. Stay tuned for those, and until my next video, peace.